George and Steve were having one of those carefree days when there was nothing to do.
Ah, it's great being out on the street and not chasing after Sharky for once.
I tell you, Nettie, we are going to break the record.
Break the record? What record? Let's see what's going on.
Jeffy, how long is it now?
25:26. Oh, hello, Giorgio. Hello, Stevie. Oh, we are making the longest strand of cooked spaghetti in the world.
Oh! Ooh.
Oh, this? Well, it's a tape measure I'm using to measure our spaghetti. I can use this to see that you are 2 feet tall. Oh, I know. That is pretty tall. But this magnificent strand of spaghetti measures 27, 28, 29, 30 feet!
Wow! Wow, Chef Biscotti. With a spaghetti strand that long, you're sure to get in Ginny's world record book.
That's our goal. We'll know this afternoon when Ginny herself comes to see it.
Ginny, the official world record book lady, is coming here?
Yes, and we need to go to Town Hall now to get back before Ginny comes.
We're getting permission to enlarge this place because once we break the record, business will come home.
No!
No, Gnocchi! Please, stop on the business!
Come here, Gnocchi. Come here.
Gnocchi couldn't understand why they had such a huge cat toy, but didn't want a cat to play with it.
Pasta fagioli! It's gonna take hours to untangle this mess.
We don't have hours. We are due down at the Town Hall now.
Sure, George and I can untangle the spaghetti.
Oh, thank you, Stevie, thank you. We won't be long. No pun intended.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't let Gnocchi anywhere near that spaghetti.
Okay, George. I'll start wrapping. You take Gnocchi watch.
Gnocchi knew the kitchen windows were usually kept open. But so did George.
Okay, George. Guard this spaghetti strand with your life. I'm gonna hurry home to get my record book collection for Ginny to autograph.
Hello, you have reached Biscotti's. Please leave a tasty message. Steve, are you there? Pick up. I have an important question to ask.
George wasn't sure if he should pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone!
So George picked up the phone.
Oh, Steve, thank goodness you answered. We need for you to check on something for us, eh? Yeah, please go outside and tell me how tall the building next to our building is.
Gnocchi got in. She felt very clever. For a second. George had never measured anything as big as a building. How was he going to do it? Since he knew he was 2 feet tall, maybe he could use himself as a measuring tool. Okay, that was one George. But how many Georges tall was the building? Let's see. There was 1 George, 2 Georges, 3 Georges, 4 George... George lost count. If only he had something like that measuring tape. Or why not that measuring tape? Finally, Gnocchi was outside. But somehow, there was still a door between her and George.
Hello, Steve! Do you have an answer for me? What? Hello?
George knew he had to keep Gnocchi away from that spaghetti strand. He had an idea how to do it. Now George had an accurate way to measure the building. This tape measure could measure anything. This was going great. 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet. Uh-oh. The tape measure was only 20 feet long, but the building was more than 20 feet tall. But how much more? Now, how was George going to measure the building? If only he had something longer than that tape. Of course, George had a spaghetti strand 30 feet long.
Say, aren't you Ginny, the world record book lady?
You are correct.
Oh, I've been a fan of yours for years.
Well, thank you. I'm here looking for...
I know what you're looking for. Chef Biscotti's is this way. There's Biscotti's restaurant.
And here's Chef Biscotti's strand of spaghetti. I have got to get a picture of this.
George could see that the spaghetti wasn't touching the ground, which meant it was a little bit shorter than the building. How could he measure the difference? When George held the strand at the top of his head, it reached the ground. That meant the building was exactly 1 spaghetti strand and 1 George tall.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Love this.
Stevie, why you don't come back in a minute? You're Ginny, the world record book lady.
And you must be Chef Biscotti.
Yes.
And up there on the roof, is that your monkey friend?
Yes, monkey. Giorgio?
Displaying your super long spaghetti strand. Here's the photograph I just took of it.
Wow! Does that set a world record, Jenny?
Oh, I'm afraid not. Here's the picture I took of Alfonso Dimitri displaying his strand of cooked spaghetti from the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
No. Now I'm never gonna get in the world record book.
You most certainly will. You have the second longest strand of cooked spaghetti. 3 stories tall.
Son of the
Wow,
gun,
Chef
eh?
Biscotti.
3 stories
Oh,
tall.
way to go!
Oh, 3 stories. I gotta call Nettie and tell her the building next door is 3 stories tall.
So Gnocchi finally got to play with the spaghetti. And Chef Biscotti broke a second record. World's longest cat toy. Even a little monkey knows when it's the hottest day of summer. It's when birds walk in shadows. Dogs leave their tongues out all day. And men with hats use them as fans.
We've been listening to some cool sounds. You know, Monday was the hottest day in 5 years. Well, today's gonna even be hotter.
Too hot for the park, huh? Sun's so strong today, the air conditioner needs a helping hat.
Another sign of hot weather? Blackouts.
When too many air conditioners run at once, they can cause the power to shut down. I should call the electric company so they know we have no power. Oh, I forgot to put the phone in its battery charger again. Where did I leave it now? The battery's not charged. We're due at the museum. We can call from there. Oh, good thing the power came back on. We almost forgot to turn everything off before we left. George? Huh. Oh, no. Another blackout?
Nope. Watch this. Are we ready, Dr. Levitt?
Ready?
I wanted you to be the first to see.
To see that the lights work?
You just witnessed the first test of the solar panels I installed to power the museum.
We're unveiling them at a party tonight. We're a solar museum.
Wow.
Usually, electricity is made far away and sent in on wires, but now the museum makes its own power.
Solar panels turn the sun's rays into electricity, which is then stored in these batteries.
It's Dr. Levitt's birthday. During the party for the solar panels, I'd like to give her a surprise.
Oh, I could make one of my famous birthday lasagnas.
Precisely what I was thinking.
These batteries are a lot like the ones in toys, flashlights, or cordless phones. And they get all their power from the sun.
George never knew the sun could charge batteries.
I'm gonna be busy with my lasagna, so I can't play now, okay?
remote-control spaceship is the perfect hot weather toy. Until the batteries run out. George didn't want to bother the man with the yellow hat in mid-lasagna. But he needed batteries. Then he remembered how the museum batteries got power from the sun. So why not let the sun charge up his batteries too? There was something else with batteries that needed charging.
There we go. Oh, Professor Wiseman didn't say what time to bring this. I'd better call her. George, have you seen the phone? It's outside. It should be on its charger. Oh no, battery's still dead. You wanted the sun to charge it? Well, that's not how solar power works, George. But the sun can make things hot, especially when it reflects off something shiny. Since the phone won't work, can you take a note to Professor Wiseman for me?
Back again, George? In this heat? Ah, tell him to get his lasagna over here at 5. Here, I'll write it down. Oh, those are solar panels. They convert the sun's rays to electric power, remember?
George forgot about solar panels. That's why the phone didn't charge.
Right! Batteries store the energy the solar panels create, so we have it when we want it, even at night. Hey, want to ride home in a solar car?
I didn't even hear that car drive up.
That's because solar-powered engines are quiet.
Bye.
Thanks, George. 5 o'clock. If I put it in the oven right now, it'll be ready in plenty of time. Hey, while it cooks, we have time to play. Oh, another blackout. George, the oven's electric. My lasagna won't cook. I'd better warn Professor Wiseman we may be late. Or worse, lasagna-less. Where did I leave it now? There's no way on earth to cook without power. George, that reflected sun is hot. That reflected sun is hot! George, you may be a genius! A pizza box keeps pizza warm, so it'll hold the heat. A hole to let the sun in. Glue on some plastic wrap to keep the heat from getting out again. and shiny aluminum foil to direct the sun's heat into the box. Fantastic! Angle it so the sun hits the lasagna. If the power comes back on, we can put it in the oven. But if it doesn't, I think it'll cook.
Hours later, guests arrived at the museum, which was the only building in the whole city with electricity.
How do you have lights and air conditioning? The whole city is without electricity.
Ah, the museum is now solar-powered. Blackouts can't affect us.
I'm sorry. Our power has been out all afternoon. I couldn't make dessert.
I know. Poor Dr. Levitt won't have her favorite birthday things. Excuse me, Chef. Monkey finger. It's hot. It's cooked.
We made a solar cooker. Thank George. And the sun.
Oh, thank you. Nothing could make this birthday more special than a solar lasagna.
That was nice of you to teach him to drive the solar car.
I thought you taught him.
George! 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 Come back with that expensive piece of car!